Wow. Okay. Yes, sir, back there.
I hear a lot of things from the candidates, but what I don't hear a lot of talk about is reaffirming our founding fathers' governing document, the First, Second, Fourth, and 10th Amendments of the Constitution are under siege right now. But nobody is talking out in our state houses about reaffirming that document and reaffirming the American citizens' rights and Texans' rights under that document. First and foremost, ObamaCare should have never.
Sir, your time is up. Please state your question. Sir, your time is up. Please state your question.
Why hasn't Texas moved along with several other states in the union to nullify under the 10th Amendment ObamaCare? It's a document that...
Sir, your question has been stated. Your time is up.
What is Texas going to do about ObamaCare? The Affordable Care Act.
Sorry, the Affordable Care Act. I don't know why Texas isn't leading the way. That's part of my vision for Texas that I haven't seen since I was a child and thought Texas was what I want it to be. South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee are all passing legislation through their state house right now that will basically nullify Obamacare. It does it with a particular method. It makes it illegal for these state agencies to implement any of those administrative policies relating to it. Think about that for a minute. If the state agencies aren't implementing it, who is? If the feds want it implemented, they will have to have the manpower to come to Texas to do it themselves. I don't see that happening. They don't have the manpower. Now, that particular legal point, people say, oh, we can do all sorts of Pollyanna things. We can. That sounds great, but come on, it's going to be challenged in court. Great. Challenge that point in court. Because in the Prince versus U.S. case on aspects of the Brady Bill in the 90s, it was ruled, Scalia in his majority decision said that the states could not preempt or co-opt the mechanics, the agencies, the state actors to fill out their administrative policies. So it's on firm legal footing. It's already been argued through the Supreme Court. The only reason I can think why Texas is not leading the way on that one, or like Montana, where they passed laws years ago that if you manufacture a firearm in the state for sale and use in the state, all the federal gun control legislation does not apply because it does not cross state lines, it's not interstate commerce clause, it's out the window. Is because we don't have the right people in Austin to take that fight to the back microphone and make it happen. I would do that. Thank you.
I have a brochure on the table back there that has a picture. This was gun day at the Capitol. They took all the bills and put them in. We dealt with them all the same day. So my desk mate and I got the shotgun shell Christmas ornaments and had it on the desk. And I will be proud to say that I am the only candidate that is endorsed by the NRA and the Texas State Rifle Association, and I'm very proud of that. Worked closely with the Texas State Rifle Association on good policy, education. Another thing I did when people were so worried about school violence, I found a chart and it was what Americans die of. So I printed hundreds of copies. I took it to the governor, I took it to the lieutenant governor, I took it to the speaker. Basically, it was what Americans die of. And the bar at the top that was long was tobacco. We lose a half million Americans a year from tobacco. But then it goes down in alcohol abuse and blah, blah, blah. You get down to this little thing, and that is homicides, non-gun. So you go, that's tiny. But then you get down a bar half that size, and that was gun violence. So we were trying to get people to realize that maybe you should be afraid of tobacco instead of guns, and that we were having this huge national debate on guns and how to get rid of them and all that. And we're kind of having a blind eye to the things that are really threatening Americans. So that was kind of an interesting thing, and I think it's a good way to look at it. That somebody said more people die of hammers than handguns, so I don't know about that. But we have worked on the 10th Amendment, protecting that. I've worked very closely with Congressman Burgess on getting rid of Obamacare. We did not set up the exchanges because we knew that to try to work
Right.
in